Today I'm so excited. I'm super duper excited. I've been away for some time, and apologies for being away for some time. There's been a lot going on, work, school, family, and everything. And plus the distress and the really bad news. I was really tired of sharing bad news with regard to Canadian immigration, because it was just like basbos, front to back. But today, I'm here to tell you that I'm so excited to come back on. And I'm not just coming with anyhow news this time. I'm coming with really, really good news for anyone that has ever imagined, ever wished to come to Canada with their family as caregiver. This is the good news. I want you to quickly listen to the Mark Miller, the immigration minister for Canada, and we will continue from there. Listen to this news from him.
Today I'm very pleased to announce that we are launching new pilots that will provide permanent residency status for caregivers as soon as they arrive in Canada. The biggest change coming in these new pilots will be providing a one-step immigration process. Before, caregivers first needed to get work permits and then obtain work experience before applying for permanent residency. Under the new rules, we're simplifying the process and providing them with a clear, straightforward pathway to stay and care for our loved ones. The change will notably provide more autonomy for caregivers to leave workplaces with abusive situations and seek opportunities to advance in the care sector. And Lord knows I've heard a lot of those stories, not only today, but in the past, as we've been listening and reaching out to people that have been providing that support and have been in abusive situations. I'm also pleased to share that we are lowering, out of fairness, the language requirements to Canada Language Benchmark 4 under these new PR on arrival pilots. Our aim is to strike a balance between breaking down the barriers caregivers face to get PR and selecting newcomers who will be resilient to changes in the labor market. Lowering the language requirements is a must-needed change that we've heard directly from the community on, and will align with other programs in my department, as well as provincial programs, creating better consistency and fairness for all applicants. Caregivers will still have the needed language skills to work in the caregiving field. Let me be clear about that. And finally, as we look to address the desperate need for caregivers, we're also expanding the pilot programs from private household employers now to also include organizations who will directly employ home care workers. This will allow for and not-for-profit organizations to provide job offers and help address home care needs where labor shortages exist.
I want to believe that you listen attentively to that news. And if you did and still you do not understand what the content of that information was about, or you're not able to digest it, I'm here to break it down for you. As you will recollect, since January 22nd of 2024, with immigration in Canada, it has not been good news. It's been like from back to front, central, right, and left, all bad news. That's all we've heard from Mark Miller, the Minister of Immigrations Canada. But the exciting thing is that on the 3rd of June, there was a meeting that was held in Toronto, Canada. And I'm going to be reading just a bit of that which he also said, just to make us understand, and I will take it bit by bit. Okay, I'm going to be reading from my laptop, so you probably see me looking away from the camera. I'm just trying to read from my laptop. It said, Canada announces new pilot programs to support caregivers and Canadian families. Intent to make caregivers program permanent. Ooh, that's exciting. Canadian government intend to make caregivers program permanent. Now, you wouldn't understand why I'm excited. The reason I'm excited is that this program was first started in 2019. And when they started it as a pilot program. When you hear pilot program, it's just to use it to test. It's like a test program to check if this program was going to in any way be economically important to Canada. As you will know, the Western world will not invest in anything that will not give them profit. So they will always want to test run it, and after test running, if it's going to give them more than they are going to give to you, that's when they make it permanent. So from all indication, the caregiver program has been very economical to them, and they are considering making it permanent. What does that mean to you as an immigrant? That means if you have someone who you can bring in as a home caregiver to look after your kids for you, you can actually bring those people in and you can apply for them and they can work for you and look after your kids, and after that they get their permanent residence. Once your kids are grown up, then they can leave, or they can leave even while your kids are able to do things for themselves. So it's a very good thing in the sense that you don't have to leave your kids with strangers anymore. A lot of things are happening with caregivers. You know, some maltreat your kids, some are not really doing the job from their heart. You pay some people heavily and they do nothing for your kids. Are you there to look after your kids? Do you want to work? You go to work, and then what happened to your children, you can't tell. But this time around, you can actually bring in someone who you know, who you trust, who you understand, and you are comfortable with leaving your kids with. So that's why I'm so excited about this program. On June, the news was released on June 3rd, 2024. So it's quite recent. I haven't been able to update with this information because my throat has been closed. My voice was just closed. I don't know what happened, but I'm getting better now. And I'm trying to force this voice to share the good news. So it says, caregivers from abroad are invaluable to Canadian families. Their hard work makes a difference in the lives of those they care for, including children, seniors, and persons with disabilities. As the home caregiver provider pilot and home care support worker pilot come to a close later this month, I think it's going to come to a close on the 17th of this month, the Honorable Mark Miller, Minister of Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship, today announced new enhanced caregiver pilots. This will allow caregivers to continue to come to Canada as we work towards making the caregiver pilots program permanent. The new pilot program will provide home care workers with permanent residence on arrival in Canada. On arrival in Canada. Not after 1 year anymore. Not after 2 years anymore. On arrival, as you they enter, then they give you your Bali. Hey, excitement. If you are excited, say yeah on the comment section. As you are entering Canada, they are giving you your permanent resident. What is that? Hey, so they will also be allowed to work for organizations that provide temporary or part-time care for people who are semi-independent or recovering from an injury or illness. This new pathway means that caregivers can more easily find proper work with reliable employers and have clear, straightforward access to permanent resident status as soon as they arrive Canada. I am reading from the IRCC website. This is not from an agent site. This is direct, from IRCC. Through these new pilot programs, candidates interested in working in Canada's home care sector will be eligible to apply if they meet the following criteria. Please be attentive to these following criteria. Attain a minimum of level 4 based on Canadian language benchmark. You will attain a minimum of level 4 based on the Canadian language benchmarks. That means you're going to be writing an English exam, and the expectation is that you will score 4. 4. When people are looking for 7.5, they are just asking you to go into that exam hall and write the English exam and get 4, and you are eligible to apply with that 4. The second one, hold the equivalent of a Canadian high school diploma. Hold an equivalent of a Canadian high school diploma. So for those of you from other countries who don't understand what an equivalent of a Canadian high school diploma means, is you would have finished your grade 12. That's what they call them in Canada. And in Nigeria, where I'm from, is the WAEC, the SSCE, or the GCE. I'm not sure if they will accept the NECO, but when you send your WAEC, your NECO, or your SSCE for assessment with WES, then they will be able to tell you before that time, so you know what you are in for. Okay? Then the next one is have a recent and relevant work experience. Have a recent and relevant work experience. So if you are working somewhere as a caregiver right now, wherever you are, all over the world, and you have the experience, you are qualified to apply for this program. Okay? Receive an offer for a full-time home care job. This is where it's going to be a little bit difficult for some people, because you will need to get an employer that will give you that offer of a full-time job before you'll be able to take that job offer to apply for this caregiver's job. And if you meet all these 4 criteria, then keep everything intact. The minister is going to be giving more information closer to the time of the launching, which is going to be somewhere in 2025. Again, I want to say, do not wait until 2025. Get everything ready, because the reason I'm saying do not wait until 2025 is because most times these programs are done right at the beginning of every year. And at that time, a lot of offices would be on holiday. So you want to get everything ready so that it will just be a case of they open the program is launched, you are launching into the program. You don't want to be left alone. The program is announced to be launched and you are launching into the program. So please do not procrastinate. Do not hesitate to push in for this program. This is going to be one of its kinds. I understand that they said they are planning to make it permanent. Please do not wait for that time. Because like you saw from the beginning of this year, you cannot trust immigration rules. They just keep evolving, they keep changing, they update, they make it good, sometimes they make it bad, sometimes it works for some, sometimes it doesn't work for some. So if this is going to work for you, please do not procrastinate. Do not say, oh, they said they are going to make it more permanent. I will wait until they make it permanent. What if they don't make it permanent? They said it may be permanent. They haven't said it is permanent. So please get all those other three things. Don't get discouraged by the fourth one. And if you are from other countries, you are asking, what is high school diploma? I know West Africa countries, we do the same WAEC. But if you are from other countries, what they are just saying is that you must have finished your high school. The result from your high school should be equivalent to a Canadian high school diploma. If you have that, all you just have to do is go and write your English test. You know, have a work experience. If you already have the work experience, do your English test. English test is valid for 2 years. So do it. The earlier you do it, the better, because closer to that time, a lot of countries, there might not be sport, because everybody is going to be on this program. I guarantee you, it's not going to last. It's going to get filled up. I think their intention is to get up to 15,000, but I guarantee you that 15,000 can get filled up under 15, like under 1 hour. Trust me. So do not procrastinate. My voice hasn't been the best to project this message, but against all odds, I have been able to come through to let you have access to this information. Please act now. Procrastination is the enemy of your future. Do not procrastinate. Act now and get everything ready for the day of launching. And so, thank you for watching my program. Thank you for tuning on to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Precious. I go by the name Global Asset Channel. I want to encourage you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Like, comment, and share. Don't keep this information to yourself. If they are going to give to you, they will give to you. Keeping it from people does not stop them from giving it to you or not giving it to you. So share this information. Like, comment, encourage me. Encourage me to look for more information. And if there's any video you want me to do, please put it on the comment section. I will make research and I will do that video for you. Okay? Thank you once more. I really appreciate your time. And if you have not subscribed, do not leave this channel without subscribing. I love you. Appreciate your time. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.
It's falling on you today.
Jehovah.